The Toronto Blue Jays must keep Vladimir Guerrero Jr. at all costs. I know that they're heading into a retool, and the season has not been a success whatsoever, but Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has turned his play around, and he's been a key component on the Blue Jays, and he looks like old Vladdy, so we'll break that down and much more on this episode of 3 Up, 3 Down. What's up, everybody? I'm your host, Peter Vryonis. Welcome into 3 Up, 3 Down. Sorry for the long layoff. Had a bit of time off there, but we are back, and we're going to be back with more daily content. So hit the subscribe button, hit the like button as well, and give us your thoughts on Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and his play that you've seen from him this season. He started off really rough in the month of April and May, March and April, I should say. And then he really turned it around in May with an OPS in the 900s for that month. Not too much power to speak of, but in June he's got 5 home runs. A lot of them have come lately, and he's starting to find his power stroke, and it's no coincidence that ever since he shaved his head, he started to hit some more home runs. But let's get into the meat and bones, the meat and potatoes of this video, I should say. And this is Vladdy, and these are his last 3 games, okay? So Sunday, he had a home run, 2 RBIs. Monday, home run, double, 3 RBIs. And Tuesday, 2 doubles and 4 RBIs. If you were watching that game on Tuesday, one of the doubles was not very impressive. He chopped it over Rafael Devers' head, but still, you take him, and when you're hot, you're hot. So Vladdy's been the recipient of some really bad luck this season in terms of hard lineouts, flying out to the warning track, so I'm sure he'll take a double that he bounced over the third baseman's head. So yeah, he's the first J with 9+ RBI in a 3-game span since Bo Bichette during his insane September 22 hot streak. Now, we all remember Bo Bichette in September of 2022. He was making a case to be the greatest player of all time in that month, and yeah, Vladdy and the Jays offense has struggled since that time, and the Jays offense was struggling even in September. If it wasn't for Bo, they probably don't make the playoffs that year. But I'm watching Vladdy progress as a hitter this year with not much protection surrounding him in the lineup, and it's very impressive to me. It's showing a lot of personal growth from him, and it's showing maturity as well with Vladdy, because that's been a big talking point with him. Yeah, he's very talented, but seems to take really bad swings, and he's not a team-first guy. He's clearly been a team-first guy this season. He just doesn't have the help around him. Look how many great years Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout had on the Angels, and it didn't result in any team success. That's because the team around them just was not up to par and was not able to surround them with the necessary help that they needed. And I'm getting that same vibe from Vladdy this year. I know his numbers aren't as gaudy as Trout and Ohtani's were in LA, but he is really starting to turn the corner, and I've been impressed with him. So let's take a look at his season stats. So he's got 1.9 wins above replacement, 10 home runs, which is an alarming number for a lot of Jays fans and for myself as well, but still, he's got 3 home runs in his last 4 games, if I'm not mistaken, and he's starting to turn the corner in terms of power, which is why you're seeing that slugging percentage creep up. It's still not where it needs to be. It's still not Vladdy-esque slugging percentage, but I'm sure it will get there. He's got 40 RBIs, which, you know, has been boosted over the past couple of games here, but an 803 OPS and a 130 OPS plus. That just shows you how down offense is across the board in Major League Baseball. An 803 OPS would have probably resulted in a 115 to 118 OPS plus last year, but offense across the board in Major League Baseball is down. So that's why Vladdy is 30% better than league average, despite only having an 803 OPS. And for the first month of the season, for the first month plus of the season, he had an OPS in the 650s. So in the months following that, his on-base plus slugging percentage in May was 915. And now in June, it's around the 850 mark, but that's because his on-base percentage went down, his slugging percentage went way up. He's taking less walks because he has to be more aggressive at the plate. The team is just not doing anything offensively, so Vladdy is taking it upon himself to make good and have some great swings up there. So his on-base percentage has suffered as a result of that, but the slugging percentage. He's hitting home runs, hitting doubles. Let's take a look at one of his home runs that he hit yesterday. Not yesterday. This was the night before yesterday. So this was the 471-foot home run, the third longest ever in the StatCast era at Fenway Park. Let's take one more look at that beautiful swing from Vladimir Guerrero Jr. It's a hanging breaking ball from Isaiah Campbell. Makes no mistake, just deposits it into past the green monster, way past the green monster. Let's take one more look at it here. You can't throw that pitch to any major league hitter, but someone with the power that Vladdy has is going to punish that and hit it almost 500 feet. One more look, because that deserves it. I mean, yeah, that's pretty damn impressive, if you ask me. Let's take a look at his double from yesterday. Let's take one more look here. Unobstructed view. This is just a laser to right center field, and that's where he's at his best, when he's staying in the middle of the field and not trying to pull off the baseball. But he looked really good on that swing, and that was one of his two doubles from yesterday against Brayan Bello. Let's take one more look at it. Very nice inside-out swing. And that's vintage Vladdy right there. That's what he does, and that's what he's done for the entirety of his career. He's never been, besides that one season, a massive home run hitter. He's got that power, there's no doubt about it, but when he's at his best, he's hitting line drives, and he's just punishing bad pitches that are in the middle of the plate. And he's been struggling to do that over the past couple of years, but this year he has really punished bad pitches, I should say, and which is evident with this swing right here. You could see it, bad pitch, he's all over it, and then here again, not the worst pitch in the world from Bello, but when Vladdy's locked in, he can get to pretty much anything. So that shows you right there how talented he is, and the Blue Jays must keep him around, because I saw this screenshot right here, and this was an interview that he did in Spanish. I don't hold back what I said about the Yankees, but what I say is that the organization understands me. I'm a player, and if a team picks me or if they do something, it's because they need me, obviously, and I'll be happy to help any team. But right now, I'm just focused on helping my team and trying to get out of this bad streak. Look away, Jays fans. Those are some ugly words, because as we remember, Vladdy came out and said, I would never play for the Yankees, not even the day I die. And that was music to the ears of Blue Jay fans, but he kind of changed his tune in this weekend series at Fenway Park. Not weekend series, sorry. In that series in Fenway Park, he was asked by a Spanish reporter, what would you do if the Yankees were to have interest in you right now? He said, I would go play for them. I'd still feel that same way, but I'm a worker, I'm a professional. Said something along those lines, and scary thought if you're the Blue Jay fan, if you're a Blue Jay fan. So the Blue Jays front office needs to make a decision here. They need to try and extend Vladimir Guerrero Jr. I think this hot streak is evident that he's got the talent to be a franchise cornerstone. Maybe you can't keep both him and Bo Bichette. Maybe it's not smart to keep them both. But I know that Vladdy has a place in Toronto here long term, so they got to try to get something done on that front. But what would a contract look like for Vladdy? 10 years, 20 million a season, 200 million? I think that's fair. I think that's very fair for what Vladdy gives you on a yearly basis. I don't think he's in line for a $300 million contract. I'm not sure what he's looking for in free agency, but it's a year and a half away, so it's approaching, and the Blue Jays need to make a decision on that front. But that'll wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for making it this far. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, give us your thoughts on Vladdy's play for this season, and check out baseballtown.ca as well. They're a huge supporter of the channel. Not possible without them, so check out baseballtown.ca. Get whatever you need to get geared up for the baseball season, whether it's bats, gloves, batting gloves, cleats, got everything. Whether it's slow pitch, baseball, we got you covered. So check out baseballtown.ca for the best quality equipment at the most competitive prices. But until tomorrow, enjoy the baseball, folks.